How's it going? Who is it going? It's another Auto Edgeguard video. I'm gonna tackle Richter and Simon in this one. Let me tell you that these characters are not made to live off stage too long. They have like... It's pretty much always a 50-50 when they're off stage, but if you have the right call, they'll just die. So let's think about the option they have, or they cannot be. They cannot really commit to attack unless they are doing neutral air or down air, which is like this kind of dive kick kind of thing with a which actually bounces. So be careful about that. And yeah, they can use the forward air or the back air to actually snap the ledge with the chain. And that's pretty much it. They can tether from this distance maximum, I would say. So yeah, they're pretty fragile off stage. And in general, if you have the right call, you'll just take the stock. So these characters, zoners, if you land a grab, forward throw, just try to catch as soon as possible. The further from the stage you get them, the easiest it gets. And that will simplify like a lot of things. If they burn, they are pretty much always this kind of character. If you send them far away off stage, they're pretty much... They need to burn the double jump. And you have to know that, right? Double jump. Okay. So instead of like, in general, I would advise you to actually use to be below your opponents. But on the setup against like the Belmonts, I would advise you to be like pretty much either same-ish height or just a bit above them, because you know that they are going to double jump at some point, right? And the only if they don't do that, it means that they are not getting sent far enough, right? Okay. They might try to go low, and the recovery is like a bit Lucina, but like in the trajectory sense, but not as good. The hitbox is not as good. I don't think it's like disjoint or whatever. And they will... Like, up B will usually be last resort kind of thing, right? And yeah, you can just trade with it as well as Jigglypuff. Like, just stuff an air in it and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, I mistimed it. But... Oh, we're still gonna catch? Oh man. Anyways, they can have also do neutral air, which is like this kind of chain rotation, and it can actually save them for the Edgeguard, but it's not really good. It's not really good because it lasts very long. They have like quite a big fall speed, and okay, I'm not trading with that'd be actually. Okay, you have to be, I guess, either the right timing or just like be behind, which is fine. My big tip against this character is to use down air a lot. Oh what? I actually never seen the misses. Like when they are tethering, it's a way better tether than Min, for example. And they will just like... They'll go to ledge way faster. Much faster than Min, etc. But you can still catch them during the trajectory, right? So you can try to go for that. In general, either you are like ready enough to catch them before they trigger that, or if you are late, you're going to aim for the trajectory of the chain, right? And that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. I think he'll be fine. Simon is exactly the same character, Echo Fighters. So you should be fine as well against him. Let's talk about Yoshi, and then I'll talk about K.Rool. So Yoshi, infamous worst matchup for Jigglypuff. I really think he is the worst matchup. I really think he is the worst matchup, and the fact that he's so hard to actually Edgeguard is a big reason why he's so hard. The thing is, so you all know, double jump armor kind of thing. It's hard to break, and Jigglypuff doesn't really have the move strong enough to actually break it, unless you are doing like a sweet spot back there, which is extremely hard to do in a Edgeguard situation anyways. So what you will do against Yoshi, well, you will try to just bait the double jump at the end. Like if they are doing an attack during the double jump, the armor is gone, right? After an attack, the armor is gone, and you can just Edgeguard them normally, right? The thing is, well, first, good Yoshi mains will usually keep it, but then they still have like this move, which is not the greatest at B, but the fact that Yoshi has a very good aerial drift kinda allows them to actually get back on the stage even without the double jump, right? So you just be careful, and in general against the eggs, you want to do an air above Yoshi, and you should be fine. You should be fine, and you'll just push him off stage like that. Anyways, Yoshi, be careful because he has a frame 3 in the air. So if you're a bit like late or doing like a combo that is not true, they will just like nair you out. They can also forward air you, which is a spike, and it has like a very big hitbox in the sense like Yoshi goes from here to here and completely shifts his body, so it's a bit surprising, and the spike hitbox is actually very strong and very powerful against Jigglypuff, so be careful about that. And yeah, I mean, there's a tip I can give you against Yoshi. I don't do that a lot with Jigglypuff because I'm not as good at it. But it's to footstool them. Footstool. I'm not very good at footstools with Puff, but anyways. And this is actually a good counterplay, especially if you footstool their double jump. Well, they will be clueless of stage, right? Like that. So that's something you can do. Just, I wouldn't advise you to just like go for that every time, right? I'm just saying this exists, and you should be considering if you are stuck against the Yoshi in bracket as well. But anyways, down air is a pretty good move against Yoshi in general. It does good damage, and then yeah, just like Nair is a good tool to actually once, like, because this kind of situation will happen all the time against Yoshi. You'll just like burn a move in their armor, and you'll be both coming back on stage, and there will be this kind of like second situation, right, where Yoshi is landing and you are landing as well, but later, and that's the moment where usually you will attack a second time, or maybe you'll just like tomahawk and F-throw, which is good as well. And that's gonna be the important time, because that's where Yoshi doesn't have the double jump. If they didn't land yet, might be the time to strike. Other than that, just be careful. If they're recovering very high, be careful about the down air. Down air is like extremely good from Yoshi, and it does like a crazy amount of damage. It can kill you upwards. be careful about that. Good luck. This is a terrible matchup. And it's hard to edgeguard. Interesting. Character that is not that hard to edgeguard though, K.Rool. K.Rool can be a bit like tricky, I would say. But once you know, you know. And after this video, you'll know. Alright. So they have like this kind of like huge up B, right? Huge up B, there's an hitbox here. I mean, it's a copter, so what do we do? Well, K.Rool is huge. So first you close up the distance and you force them to actually use the copter from not close to the stage, because that's what they want to do. They want to recover on this kind of trajectory, because it's actually a bit harder, and most characters, they cannot really afford to just like go off stage and then go back in the direction of the stage and just attack and edgeguard. So that's why K.Rool people, they just do that. But luckily we have Puff, and Puff can do that as well. But the first situation, they're off stage, and you just push them far enough, and they have to trigger it, and then you just don't go too early, right? It's better to actually go under them and then jump with your aerial than to actually try to go above them and just like get reversed and lose your edgeguard for that. And yeah, I mean, K.Rool really have to commit for the up B, and you can just like keep the distance with him, get close enough, and in general, especially if you're doing that, you're able to actually hit like a weak hit, and you'll be able to combo, right? I know I'm using fixed damage right here, but it still works. So yeah, a big move. There are 2 or 3 big moves you want to take consideration of when you are edgeguarding K.Rool. That's the down air, spikes. That's the back air, spikes as well. And that's the neutral air, which has armor. So be careful about these 3 moves and you should be fine. Just respect them. And yeah, I mean, that's... You can definitely just like to train edgeguarding K.Rool. You can just like go in training mode and do that. Fixed damage, 60% K.Rool, just push them off stage over and over. And that's how you do it. Because that's really a matchup that Jigglypuff wins only thanks to the edgeguard. The edgeguard is so strong against K.Rool that she wins this matchup like 100%. Okay. Yeah. There's a second thing which can happen against K.Rool, and that's if they have the crown. If you have the crown and they are recovering. Oh no. They're recovering close to the stage. I would advise you to actually steal the crown. Jigglypuff is actually very good with the crown, and just throw it on them. Alright. Okay, give it. Is it debugging me? Okay, you know what? Whatever. Just Z-drop it here. Z-drop. Up. And you'll be fine. Around here, like in the trajectory of the ledge, they will have to actually go in this area. And just like, don't throw it like A press down, but just like grab to have a Z-drop. And it will go slowly. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video. This is usually a member-only video, but this time I guess it's open for everyone. I'll see you soon. Ciao.